And I bet you thought that first episode was just a fluke. Nope, here we are again with YouTube Poop News 2.0, and I am once again the Mushroom Gamer. You're probably wondering what's taking us so long to make a follow-up to our first episode. Well, there's two factors to this. Number one is we've been working on an episode for quite a while. That'll probably be episode 3 at this point. And it promises to be quite interesting as we're experimenting with a few different ideas that I won't reveal right now as we want it to be a surprise. And reason number 2 is P3, which I wanted to make an episode right from the get-go, has taken forever to come out. Remember when I said it'd arrive by the end of June? Well, it's been delayed a teensy bit, but it's finally here. So let's have a peek at what people have presented. First up, after a pretty decent intro from GuffKid, we've got Zevio, who seems to be teasing a continuation of some of his colour videos, which are very abstract editing pieces that barely really feel like YouTube poops at all. And that'll be arriving sometime in 2020 according to his announcement. This is part of a selection of previews of upcoming YTPs from a lot of people from the scene, including Sneaky Boots and Morsh, who are all exhibiting a wide range of sources and styles. Of course, the biggest draw for P3 right from the get-go was the YouTube poop collabs that would be publicly announced there, and there's definitely plenty of these to sink your teeth into. The one you'll probably be the most interested in is the Trials of Horror Collab 2, which is brought to you by Isaiah the Vargas 1117, considering the massive success of the first one, which has over 100k views. And P3 certainly seems to be helping with that, since it's gained 50 participants since it opened. I'm in the Discord server, I've seen it myself, it's clearly paying off. Some other notable collabs that have been announced here include the Felix the Cat collab, which has been set up to celebrate the character's 100th anniversary. Currently it's actually a joint project between two YouTube poopers called Baffleblend and Banana Manafoot, since they both simultaneously accidentally started 2 collabs at once, so they combined both of them so it's more fair and there's less confusion. We also have the Pyrocynical collab, which will certainly be epically made, it's needless to say, and there's plenty more besides that to choose from. After that we've got some directs, where poopers reveal more than one project that they are currently working on. And to showcase these, we have the Real Fortran, Clorox Corner, and Pop Rocks 101. Each of them have more of what you've seen before, collab announcements and YouTube poop previews, although a couple of the collabs aren't currently open since they're set to be released in the future. And although a couple of them may run a little bit, there's still plenty to see, so there'll definitely be something to pique your interest in them. One of the things that stood out to me is the second Shrekkening collab by Clorox Corner, which has been blessed by Emplemon himself. As you'll probably guess, it's a YouTube poop collab of Shrek 2, but it already features an all-star cast, no pun intended, including several returning poopers from the first collab. The deadline for joining entries is coming up soon though, so be sure to join before it's too late. And finally, we have the extended look, where the poopers deconstruct their projects, so you know a lot more about their plans. I'm in it, with a video I've barely worked on since April, I should probably get on that. Sonic Hacks XD is there, the person who made Pooptopia, with his latest project, which I think is based on Ralph Breaks the Internet, so if you liked Pooptopia, keep an eye out for this one. Lion Dog ZXA is also here with a few projects he's planning, including his entry to DM Hoffland's Spider-Verse collab. And there's plenty more by other poopers besides that. I'm not going to list all of them here, just so that there's still a few surprises to be seen if you watch P3 yourself. One of my personal favourite things about P3 is GuffKid's skits between each segment. Though some people might find these kind of annoying, I kind of find them entertaining and charming myself. And it certainly shows that GuffKid put a sizable amount of effort into the whole presentation, rather than doing the easy thing and slapping the submissions together with a generic transition, a generic title, and just hitting render and upload. The editing is pretty simplistic overall, but that can also be seen as a positive, as it isn't really loud and hard to keep track of, so it gives off a cross between a professional and casual feel to the video. Overall, I'd say that P3 was definitely pretty good. Of course, besides myself, the reception was generally mixed, and people have questioned the general quality between each of the showcases that people have put together, and also whether or not the massive delays that the video undertook since May were really worth it in the end. But I'd certainly say it was, since it did what it was designed for and didn't really feel boring to me, which is definitely what mattered with the whole thing. Well, either way, the community can stop worrying about when it'll come out, and we can all get back to our everyday collabs and videos. Well, that's all for me. As I said, we're working on a bit of an ambitious video, so unless something big pops up that deserves an episode, it might be a little while until you see us next. Either way, this is the Mushroom Gamer, you've been watching YouTube Poop News 2.0, and I'll see you later.